In this video, I'm going to show you how to update calendar events for your particular chapter. So first thing we're going to do is log in. So go to the bottom of the page, log in with your login information. And we're logging in again with the MidCon chapter just to do some work here. So now that we're logged in, go to your chapter page. And again, so MidCon, there are no events or meetings coming up. So we're going to create one and to show how to create it and then delete. So on the calendar, again, you can see there's nothing. So up here in the top right, you have Manage Events. So let's go to Manage Events, and we're going to create an event. So on this page, this is where you put in all the information for your event, all the main information. There's going to be options here that I'm going to walk you through. So we're just going to do a test. We're going to do a mid-con fishing tournament. And if you have more of a description, you could put one here, or you can just put the same as the title. You have to pick a category, so whether either it's a meeting or it's a featured event. So being a fishing tournament, we're going to put featured event. If you don't choose a category, it will not show up on the calendar, so you have to pick a category. Event location, if you know where it's at, you could put that in there. You can leave this blank if it's not yet determined. Start date, we're just going to put in date. If it has a time, you could put in the time for starting. If it's a multiple day event, you could put in an end date here. We're just going to leave it as this date, and we're not going to put in a time. We're just going to add that over here. You can change your time zone based on where you're located. If you have just some like a sign up page, you can put that your event links to a URL, and if we're just going to, a lot of people use 123 sign up, so I'm just going to put a quick test 123 in here, and you can put the link text, whatever you want, registration, or click for more details. We don't need to mess with an attachment right now, but once we have the basic information filled out, we can add the event. If you have a lot more information, so if it's like meetings and you have speakers and you want to list all that information, this will change, and we're going to do that here in just a moment. I'm going to show you that, but this is just for a basic event where you have little information, and you can just add the event. And now you can see it's showing up right here. You could click on it here to edit it, but we're not going to edit it right now. We're just going to return to events, and we're actually going to go now to back to the chapter page to see how it shows up. So here's the calendar, but if you go to your main page, it automatically pulled that in here. You have your registration, and this takes you to an outside page. This was just a sample page I pulled off Houston's just to view the sign up. So that's how you add a quick event on the calendar. If you click on it here, it just pulls a pop-up and just has the basic information with your registration link. Now, if you have an event, say it's a monthly meeting, and you have a lot more information, you have speakers, all sorts of stuff that you want to add, then we're going to go back, manage events. We're going to create a new event, and we'll just say MidCon meeting. Just put a description in, choose category. We'll go monthly meeting, put in a date. We'll say it's tomorrow, add date. Okay, so over here, you can create an event page. So on the calendar, if somebody clicks on it, it'll take it to a page that you have all sorts of information on. So let's just click event page, and it's going to automatically create a page for us, but we need to put link text. So we could put click for details and then add event. So now we've added that here, MidCon meeting. So let's return to the website. So here's your meeting. It's got the information there, and if you go click for details, now this is the page. Now you can do editing on this page to add any information you want. So at this point, you go right here and tell it to add a block, and we're adding just a basic content to this. Lets you add any text you want into this area. So if you just have, I'm just copying some basic information. Whoops. So you can just put some whatever information you have here. Say you want to put an image up here. If you have an image for it, you can go to this little image icon, and then you need to browse the server. So this is going to look on the server for files. Now at this point, if you have an image, you could drag it from your desktop, and that's what I'm going to do right here, and let it upload. And there it is right there. We're going to add this in there, and we're just going to hit OK, and it automatically puts the image in there. If you have links, we had just a little test sign up link. You can just type register here and then highlight it and hit your little link tab, and then put in whatever it is that you're having people go to. Set this to new window, and then when you're done and everything looks good, you could hit save, and there's all your information. Go up here, publish the page. Now everything's there. So let's go back to the main chapter page and look to see what we did. We created, that's the meeting we just created. So you could click on it and it'll take you to that meeting page with all the information. And still, once you're in here, you can still go in and edit it anytime. Let's go back. This is the page that we created just a little bit ago, the event for the phishing. So now, if you want to delete, which we're going to delete these because these aren't real events, all you have to do is go back to Manage Events. And so this is one, the MidCon meeting. Just simply hit Delete Event. It'll confirm, and now the event's gone. The test phishing tournament we put up, we're going to delete it, and now that's gone. And then just right here, hit Return to Website. It'll take us to that page, and now you'll see that there's no events to display because we just deleted those calendar events.